are, once again. Jake, we're going to take a quick look at your 900V today. Now, Jake sent this up to me, I can't even remember when. And I got put on the shelf, and he calls me up the other day. Hey, can you take a quick look at my 900V? And I said, I will, as soon as I get back from the Bakerman break. So, guess what? I'm back from the BBI Bakerman break. And here's your 99V. Now, Jake, you're going to notice it's been modified a little bit on the inside. The number one thing that causes these things to run hot. Now, Jake's number one goal, he goes, I just want it to run cool. I'm going to run this in a base station application. I want it to run cool. The number one thing that makes Palomars run like poop and run hot is, well, their trace board. So what we did is we circumvented most of that. And then I gave you a power wire upgrade. I know you didn't ask for that, but it needs to be done. The little tiny power wires that they provide with this amplifier are woefully inadequate for what they do for power. So the first thing I did was I strapped the transistors. Now, I'm not a big fan of that when you put the strap right down on the transistors. So that's why these are elevated a little bit. Help let air move around the top side of the transistor and keep things cool. The ground side on these sucks. That's the reason that they've got little tiny prongs that come down off the base of the transistor and they go up and they, yeah. Get away with that on some messengers and stuff, but to give you the best running thing I can, since this thing has actually got Toshibas in it, is I went ahead and I strapped the transistors and I did a ground bus bar that went over and comes over here to the driver's section. It's got two SD1446s driving 4 Toshiba non-red dot, which are very expensive transistors. There's a little bit of money right here. Each one of these is $75 a piece at today's price, and I'm pretty sure soon they're going to go up again. So went ahead and did the power wire, gave you oxygen-free stinger, ran an auxiliary ground over here to go to the back corner. And then the other thing you had me do, Jake, was mount your fan kit, which this thing's pretty. And Jake, like I was talking to you about on the phone, you want to elevate this up off the heatsink a little bit because you want to give the fans a little bit of room for air expansion. They pick up velocity by doing this. So I stood it up just a little bit higher, went ahead and drilled 4 holes in it and mounted it down nice and solid. But I think you're going to be really pleased how this thing works. It does 800 watts with 20 watts of drive out of the 955. And it'll probably do a little bit more when you get it on your end because you're going to hit it a little bit harder. I mean, you're not going to use a 20 watt radio, you're going to probably use like a 30 watt radio. So let me get the lid on this and let me get it all buttoned up. But your fan kit is held on by an RCA plug here in the back. This plugs in nice and neat. You got your power wires all cleaned up for that and made it all nice and orderly. So let me get the lid put on this and we'll test it real quick. Give me just a second. Jake, the other thing that he sent this up to me for was that the input tune was deplorable. And when I was putting 20 watts in, about 7.5 bird, I was getting 4.5 watts back. And what I had to add to this was a 120 puff capacitor in just the right location to get this thing to flatten down. And it did. It laid right down. And now it's working the way it should. Like I said, you'll probably see a little bit more out of it when you get it on your end because you're going to drive it a little bit harder. But we're on 14 volts. Let's run around the band. It's a 1000 watt slug and peak, 1000 watt slug and average, 5 watt slug and reverse. We're going to use the 950 or 2950 5 watt slug between the 2950 and of course the Palomar 900V. So here we go. Hello, 20 peak. Hello, about 7 bird, give or take. Turn this on. Now we got the variable all the way open. Hello, hello, hello. It's about 300 bird, about 800-ish peak power. Here's your input tune. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Just below a half a watt of reflag. Hello, hello. Here's your amp draw. Hello. Output power again and average. Hello, audio. P-Power. Hello. Once again, you reflect. It's perfect. Your preamp is functional. And so is your sideband delay. So Jake, you're 10-8 and straight, brother. Fans done, input done, everything's done. It's all taken care of. New power wires. Everything's on the money for tune. Jake, I appreciate you sending this thing up to me. I'll get it all boxed up and sent back to you tomorrow. Gentlemen, my name is BBI, and without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Come check us out, www.bbiamps.com. Come find me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, of course. Subscribe somewhere down in this area. There's a little button you can click. Appreciate you all checking out the video, and I'm on to the next one. I'll see you. Bye-bye.